Alright guys, hey, this is iSmooch. I'm going to show you how to quickly add Forge and Optifine, most latest versions at this point, to Minecraft 1.6.2. I know that some of the players on our server have been complaining a little bit about the difficulty of making the two work together, and the walkthroughs I found are detailed, but a little bit harder for some people to understand. So I thought I'd go ahead and make a YouTube video, since I've shown a couple of friends how to do it as well. So, the first thing you're going to need to do is in the description there's going to be 3 download links. The first one being Minecraft Forge Installer, that's this one here. The OptiForge.zip, which is this one right here, should be 1.6.2. And the Optifine 1.6.2 HD Universal, that's this one right here. And it's .zip as well. So, once we have those 3 downloaded, I already have them here for quickness, we're going to go to our Minecraft folder, which is, you go to your search bar, %.appdata, %, and enter. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and move that over there. Alright, before in 1.5.2 and before, this is how you would normally edit your Minecraft jars to add mods to them. But the steps are slightly different past this point. You will still open the .minecraft folder, but instead of going directly to the bin to directly edit the jars, because of the new version system, it's actually a little bit simpler than that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to drag Minecraft Forge Installer into the folder. We're going to drag Optifine 1.6.2, the actual mod, zip, into the folder, the zip. And then OptiForge we're going to open. Make sure you have either, it should open if you have Windows as just a zip file. Make sure you grab all of the contents and move them on over into the file as well. I've done it a couple of times as practice, so it's yelling at me about it. Alright, close out of that. We can minimize that for now. Alright, next step, pretty simple. We're going to find that Forge installer right here, Minecraft Forge installer. The link I'll be including will be for the 0.789 version, just because right now that's the recommended stable version of Minecraft Forge, so that's the one we're going to be including. So you just double click it. That's all you got to do. It's going to pop up with a simple little installer. It says install client. Make sure that's selected. Make sure your data path is selected. Mine being users Parker app data. So users Parker app data. Make sure it's selected correctly to where you're at right now. Click OK. Alright, successfully installed. Now before we continue any further, we need to launch the Minecraft launcher and run into the game up to the start menu one time. This lets us download all the libraries and dependencies that Forge needs, and it creates some of the extra folders that you need. So to do this, once your launcher comes up, you go to Edit Profile. We don't need this yet, but I'll show you guys how to do that in a minute. Alright, you do that, and instead of going to use latest version, you're going to 1.6.2-Forge 9.10.0.789. It'll be the same matching one as over here. And you click Save Profile, and then Play. Now, the initial startup when you first run Forge is going to take a little bit of time. There'll be a time where it's sitting here, and then when the screen initially pops up, don't freak out. Minecraft will be slow. It'll stay open on the Mojang screen, and it may even black screen a little bit for some time as it loads for a minute. The screen may become unresponsive. It's not your computer crashing, and it's not Minecraft crashing. It's Forge making Minecraft slow just in this initial loading area. It doesn't affect the game negatively later on, but it's just Forge doing a whole bunch of communicating between now and then. So, as we wait on that, alright, and it's popping up. Alright, and this is all we need to do. We can see that I already have 6 mods loaded, and I'll show you some of the mods that I have installed if you're questioning whether or not how to install them after we get Optifine working. So you can see these are working. We can also see I don't have any of the Optifine options in here, so we know that Optifine is not installed. So we've got that done. That's all you have to do. You don't have to go into single player, multiplayer, starting worlds, or any of that. You can just quit game, and then it closes. Now, next part's even easier. We're just going to go down here, back to our .minecraft folder, and you're going to look for the OptiForge 1.6.2 batch file, one of the 5 files we drug in here earlier. Now, if you don't have it in the list detail view, I suggest you do that so that way you can see that it says Windows batch file. But if you have a different view, like medium icons or large icons, they can be told by these gears right here. Or if you hover over it, it says Windows batch file. Also, if you have your extensions showing, it should say .bat, and that's what it'll be. All you have to do is double click it and it'll run. That's it. Real simple, right? Alright, now you're like, oh, what did that do? Well, we'll go down here and I'll show you what it did. What that did is it created another version for us, as you can see, the OptiForge 1.6.2. Now this is the version we used a minute ago. Now what could be different about this one? Well, it added the Optifine file that we had in here earlier, and it also created a second JSON file here that's compatible with this jar, so that way it doesn't create any kind of errors. So you also want to make sure that this JSON file populates. If this isn't here, do it all over again. I've ran it multiple times, and I've only had it one time where it didn't show up. I don't know why it didn't show up, but I know that it can happen. So if it does happen, just run through it again. Make sure you didn't miss any steps, simply forgetting to put all the files where they need to be, not running in the .minecraft folder or on your desktop or something. Just make sure you follow all the steps exactly, and it should run smoothly. Alright, once that's done, and you know that these are matching, just make sure they have the same name, and there is a JSON file here, and they match the folder name. There's a couple other checks, but if they're made it that far, you should be fine. Alright, now, we need to run the launcher again. Now, once the launcher comes up, there's actually something we're going to need to be had. This is also going to be in the description, and you will see it's the negative Xmx1G Dfml. You don't have to worry about capitalization or anything. You can just copy it directly from the description, exactly how I'm doing it there. You're going to go back to your edit profile, and you're going to make sure that you have OptiForge selected, and then you go to JVM Arguments right here. Select all that. Now you can't right click and paste here, but just do Control plus V, and you can see that it pasted what I had here. Just make sure you had all of it selected, and then save profile, and then play. Again, initially, this initial startup may take a little bit longer than Minecraft normally. We sacrifice a little bit at the beginning to have a little bit more of a playable game afterwards because of your Optifine additions and being able to use all your mods. So, as we wait on that to load, alright, so we have it coming back up, and it'll probably black screen for a minute, and it'll probably stop here for just a little bit. But it's alright. We're going to have a working game. Don't worry, it's not your game, it's not your computer. You just have to be a little bit patient, count to 30, listen to a song, do something, just calm down. It's alright, we're going to make it through this together. I've done it hundreds of times now, and I can tell you, it always makes it past this part if I've made it this far. Alright, quick little fast forward there. It may take you a couple more seconds, and that took me for this video, but it won't take that long. As you see, it also says that we have Optifine installed now, not just Minecraft Forge. If we go into mods, we can actually see that my Forge mods have loaded, including Minecraft Forge, Forge Mod Loader, Raise Minimap, Inventory Tweaks, and Schematica. That's all the mods I have. I'm not very needy. Also says that we have Optifine installed. So how would we check that? Well, we go to Options, we go to Video Settings. Look at all these video settings! Oh man, look at this. That's a trademark Optifine thing right there, so we know that that's Optifine. Just set that to far. We also got this. That's an Optifine thing. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, and, you know, others. Look at this. All this stuff. You know, that's Optifine stuff. So now we know Optifine's installed. If you watch this video just simply to get Optifine to work with Forge, then that's all you need to do. That's done. But for those who want to see how I've got Raise Minimap, Schematica, and Inventory Tweaks installed, just for those that are curious, I'll actually show you. It's cool, easy stuff. Alright, exit out of that. Go back to our Minecraft folder. Alright, we're going to go to this mods folder. Now, if this mods folder isn't there, then you weren't listening when I told you to run Forge first. Forge would have created this mods folder. It won't have this stuff in it. It's there because I put it there. Alright, when you download Schematica, Inventory Tweaks, and Raise Minimap, these are the files they will give you. Schematica and Inventory Tweaks, you'll notice, are actually jar files. Now, jar files are pretty self-explanatory. When you're using a mod loader, you just drag and drop them into the mods folder, and the mod loader picks it up. You don't have to worry about doing anything else. Now, Raise Minimap, because it comes as a zip, I've had some people ask me, oh, am I supposed to do something with the zip? Am I supposed to place it directly in the jar file? What am I supposed to do with it? Well, that's simple. You just place it right here. You see, I haven't changed it at all. Still has the same little brackets and everything. I didn't change anything. It's the exact same thing. I just drag it right here. You can even see. Load up all my stuff. And works just fine. You don't have to do anything with it. Now, just so you know, a lot of mods out there are still in the middle of transition. There are some mods that support mod loader, and some mods support Forge mod loader. And a majority of them will support both. If you're using Forge, make sure you select the Forge mod loader compatible link. If it doesn't say it's compatible, it may not be compatible. Browse through, make sure it's compatible. Also, never add more than one mod at a time. I don't care if you've been using the same mods for 5 years of the 3 years and change that Minecraft's been out. Only add one mod at a time. That way, add a mod, boot Minecraft up. If it works, it's working. That way, if a mod crashes your game or if it becomes a compatibility issue, you can pinpoint it down to that one mod. And you can remove it, add the ones you need, and make sure that, you know, the mods you want are working and figure out why that one isn't. And also make sure, you know, that if there's a mod loader and Forge mod loader link, you always choose the Forge mod loader if you're using Forge. I don't use mod loader or magic launcher personally, so I don't know how to tell you to use them. Those are always viable options. I personally like Forge just because it has a little bit more leniency and more future development area. More mods can run at once doing the same kind of things. So, these are the only 3 mods other than Optifine that I use. So, if you guys want to use others, that's cool. If you run into any compatibility issues and you want me to look into them, that's fine. If you're on EMC, you can just PM me on the EMC site. Or, if you want to reach me personally, you can just email me at EMC, that's EMC, iSmooch, all one word, at gmail.com. And I'll try to answer your questions and help you out where I can. Thanks for watching, guys, and I really hope this helped because I want to see you guys out there playing the game that you want to play.